And then you don't have to worry about passing them around or anything.
Okay, great. So am I recording now?
Yes, it looks like it.
Okay, and then I see pause recording. So I'm going to Nina, I'm just going to check with you. Does it look like I'm recording?
Yep, I'm seeing in the participants window that Robert Dellavalle, the host, is recording.
Thank you so much, Nina, for your technical assistance this morning. That's
Sure.
Nina McHale from our Strauss Library here at the University of Colorado,
Morning,
who
everyone.
helped set up this Zoom call with for Cochrane Skin and Cochrane Skin's annual meeting. And I will let you know that you are free to talk in the meeting at any time. If you have a question, please keep your phone on mute or your computer on mute. If you are watching and don't have a question, you can also type questions into the chat. So I want to officially welcome you to Cochrane Skin's 2021 annual meeting, Evidence-Based Dermatology in 2021 and Beyond. I'm Bob Dellavalle, a professor of dermatology and public health at the University of Colorado School of Medicine. And I'm also a joint coordinating editor for Cochrane Skin. I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you to our virtual meeting this year and to recognize our generous sponsors for this event, the U.S. National Institute of Health, through a conference grant, is sponsoring this event, as well as the National Institute for Health Research in the UK that sponsors Cochrane Skin's infrastructure. So let me tell you a little bit about Cochrane Skin. It was founded in honor of this physician, Archie Cochrane. Archie Cochrane was a Welsh physician who believed that our medical system and medical care should be based upon evidence, the same way that legal cases are based upon evidence. And best evidence in medicine that's most unbiased is generally randomized controlled trials, if they exist. And you can come up with evidence synthesizing that. And that is pretty much the keystone of systematic reviews. The first Cochrane colloquium or group gathering of people in honor of Archie Cochrane's principles of using evidence to guide medicine occurred at Oxford University in 1992. And Cochrane Skin is the dermatology branch of Cochrane. It was founded in 1997 at the University of Nottingham. And the motto of Cochrane Skin is "The truth is out there" for skin disease and the treatment of skin disease. And it was founded by Professor Howell Williams, who will be joining us today for one of our lectures. We're so honored to have him with us. This is the evidence pyramid, which places Cochrane systematic reviews at the top in an unbiased fashion. We believe that Cochrane has gold methodology for synthesizing the best evidence for answering questions for medical decision making. And we hope you agree. I always find it interesting to think about what Cochrane systematic review authors and editors do. And this is a lovely diagram by Jessica Kaufman that synthesizes what authors do. Authors identify the issues involved in medical decision-making, such as what is the best treatment for warts? And they determine how to best ask that question from the literature. They write a plan for answering that question, the protocol, after registering a title with the review group. Then the next step after getting information back on the protocol, registering it, is to start looking for the studies. Those studies are sifted to select the appropriate studies. And then data is extracted from the studies, and the quality of those studies are assessed. The data is combined if possible, and then the conclusion from that combined data is discussed, and that's where you get your systematic review, synthesis, and then those data are distributed. Now, I'm not alone at the Cochrane Skins editorial base. I'm joined by Bob Boyle, who's the other joint coordinating editor, and our staff, Laura Prescott, Liz Doney, Emma Axon, and Helen Scott. I hope everybody's out there. This is our agenda for today. So I'm giving you the official welcome right now. Next, we will have a lecture by Professor James Thomas on intervention complexity and systematic reviews. Following Dr. Thomas, we will have a lecture by Dr. Eva Parker at Vanderbilt University. She will talk about dermatology and an important topic for the day, climate change. Following Eva, we will have Dr. Susie Crow talk about individual patient data use in systematic reviews. We will then have a break, and when we return, we will have Professor Lisa Barrow discuss the new Cochrane conflicts of interest policy. And following that, we will have an editorial board meeting. And I want to reach out especially to our colleagues in the in Asia who are up in the middle of the night. Thank you, Dr. Ching Chi, for joining us from Taipei. I see your chat in the box. Feel free to put your chat comments in the box. I was especially glad to hear Dr. Thomas could join us. Dr. Thomas leads Project Transform for Cochrane and the Epicenter. He's a professor of social science research at University College in London. And he was recently a star lecturer on the Cochrane Methods colloquium, and that's what caught our attention. And we're so happy to hear that he could join us today to talk about complexity in systematic reviews, intervention complexity. So at this point, I want to thank you all for being here. We're a little bit ahead of schedule. Is Dr. Thomas, James, are you out there?
I'm here.
Would you like to start a few minutes early if we don't have any questions or concerns?
Sure.
I'm going to stop sharing, and hopefully, are you able to share your screen? Yes.
I'll give it a go. Let me see. Screen, I'm just going to share the whole thing. It'll be easier. Yep, that worked, I think, I hope.
Okay. And Nina, can you confirm that we are still recording?
Yes, we are still recording. Bob, I would recommend, this is fine because your introduction was very short. I would recommend that you stop in between speakers.
Okay.
Though, because then that will create smaller files. So you can have Dr. Thomas's presentation and then Dr. Parker's presentation after that. And there'll be smaller files for you to manage as well.
Okay, so I am looking for where I can stop the recording or pause it. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording right now, James.
You stop it, then that will create a separate file for your introduction and then start a new one.
Okay.
Pausing will just keep it going on the same big file.
Thank you very much. Okay, so
Yeah.
James, if I could have you just go back to your first slide. And I'm going to stop the recording.